Welcome back to Read the Book First. Today, Marissa is here to help us wrap up the Murderbot episodes. We're talking about the Murderbot TV show on Apple TV. And it's a quick little TV show.
Yeah. In and out. Yeah. There's no episode that's longer than 35 minutes.
Thank God.
Honestly, a 20-minute episode?
A 20-minute sci-fi show?
I'm living for it. For a little novella, you know, we said it last time. This is perfect to adapt into into 10 episodes, and not a single one is above 35 minutes. The longest is 34. The shortest is 22. Amazing.
And it's I think as far as pacing, I think the first 3 are a little bit too exposition-y. Kind of like, it's like, what if a pilot is 3 episodes?
I watch them in so, like, I don't enjoy binging typically, but I binged this whole thing. I literally had to text Janessa and be like, I must stop watching. I'll finish it tomorrow. Yeah. So I don't remember. It all blurred together. Yeah.
I watched the first 5 and the second 5, and I only noticed it because by episode 3, which is when you were texting me, I was like, I guess I can watch an hour longer. And I was like, it's been an hour and it's been 3 episodes. Wow, it's fast, but also nothing has happened yet. But
yeah, I think remember. I couldn't tell you what happened, like what the thing at the end of the 3rd episode was.
Me neither, but except for I can look at my notes, I guess.
There you go.
Shout out, past Janessa.
I took one note and it was, oh my God, he doesn't have nipples. That's hilarious. And that's all. That's the only note I took.
I mean, as like just in the, obviously, if you've not listened to our book episode, go listen to that. Our actual spoilers on the thoughts of the premise of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's the same exact premise with some minor tweaks. Yeah.
I think, in general, I think it was very well done. It has a great score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It has a great score from my meter of appreciation, and so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have great taste, except for all my reality that I watch.
Well, you don't think it's good?
Reality TV?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that's fine.
I'd love to hate it, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah.
My ranking is the one that matters, is what I'm saying. And if you want, you should go to the Patreon and hear my ranking on some other things.
Oh, yes. Yes, we ranked Skarsgårds because, as we say all the time, we love a Skarsgård.
We love a Skarsgård at this pod.
I was editing, another Patreon plug, I was editing my reading vlog of Also Sims Read. One, it was really funny. I was editing it, and then only the first half was on my computer. I was like, where's the second half of the clips of the book? And I thought I just didn't update it. And I was like, oh no. But then I found them on my phone. So it's fine.
Thank goodness.
But in my head, I was like,
panic.
Anyways, but then like 3 times in the like clips, and I only left one in, I say, we love a Skarsgård. I'm like, I haven't even seen the show at this point. I was just so excited about the Skarsgård of it all.
I think the casting is perfect.
The casting in general, I think, is so
good. Yeah.
Like, obviously, so we don't need to summarize too much of the plot because like it is plot point by plot point, essentially, for most of it. I will say them making the group that the Murderbot is working with a little bit more radically hippies.
Like really turning up the,
At first I was 11. Like, this is awful, but then I grew to love it.
I think it makes sense.
It does.
Like they're so delusional about everything. Like they're so delusional about their own skills when it comes to combat. I'll tell you one thing. I am not delusional about my skills when it comes to combat.
When they're all suddenly like, I
can do it. I'd be like Murderbot, what do you say, Fred?
Yeah. I'm like, I know my response is freeze.
Yeah.
So I would be
same
fetal position on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also, I mean, just the casting, I think, was well done, and they were all like, the hippiness was definitely turned up, but in like an alternative way. Like if you're gonna have such a heavy-handed space capitalist, system, you have the alt to that has to also be overhanded. So it made sense.
And they're all different. They are like, they're all like hippy dippy and like peace, love, blah, blah, blah. But they are all very different.
Yes.
And that like, there's a lot more conflict between the crew about Murderbot in this show. And I think that makes maybe even more sense than the book.
Yes.
Where it's really just Garothan is against them. But like, they're like, he's pretty violent, guys.
Yeah. It was a good mix, and I think the casting was really well done. Like a very diverse cast, but like in one that like made sense. It wasn't just like some corporate Apple TV trying to be like cool and diverse. I was like, no, like this makes sense.
Yeah.
Like in space, it doesn't like.
Well, like the names, it's like Rati. It's like, okay, obviously this person is East Asian, Southeast Asian, of some sort.
Exactly. And I thought it was really well done, and all the actors did a great job. I forget her name. I have the Wikipedia up for this reason.
I know none of these actors.
The actress,
barring one, the Skarsgård.
Yeah. The actress who plays, I'm going to say their character name wrong because I cannot pronounce them. Bardwaj, the geochemist. Her name is Tamara Podemsky, and she's an indigenous actor from Canada. And I've seen her in other things. I could look it up, but I really like her acting. And when I saw that she was cast in here, I was like, yes, I was really excited for that. And I think she did a great job. Her character, especially in the beginning, because her character is essentially going through.
Her character gets basically eaten almost in the very first episode.
Yeah.
And then
she's kind of like PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she like witnesses Murderbot do something crazy. And then
it's like a good amount of like
Bardwaj.
A realistic portrayal of what someone's like very quick PTSD would be in the moment, but also like in a very manic, shocked kind of way. I thought it was really well done. Speaking of the first episode, the monsters, the bug monsters,
they're centipedes.
They're
they're not little centipedes.
Double-headed. Their head and their butt are both heads.
Yeah.
Butt heads.
How does they are butt heads?
Yeah.
How does work? Where does poop? Question.
What if they don't poop?
What if middle?
What if
they have two heads and they have individual? They're like conjoined twins.
Yeah.
And but it's one butthole right in the middle.
Maybe. But then also
they eat, they poop. This is what I'm telling you. Physiologically, they eat, they poop.
What if they use every single, like they decompose everything in their belly because they have acid or something? I don't know. It's space biology.
You still like gotta get rid of waste.
Yeah.
Sorry, even in space.
Maybe it's the spit poop.
Now that's interesting. Or they're like everything's like pellets, like owls.
Yeah, I think
everything because owls poop too. Yeah.
I never thought about that. Owls pooping. Anyways.
Well, have you seen them barf up a pellet? It's horrifying.
It is.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyways, but also with the space centipedes is that one, like the male is one and the female is a totally different.
Yes.
Like
dimorphism.
That's what it was. I don't know the fancy word.
Sexual dimorphism.
Yeah. And I thought that was really interesting.
And that's crazy because we are all over the place. Watch the show. There's 10 episodes. It's like less than a 10-hour commitment.
Yeah.
It's it's like a 6-hour commitment at most. Yeah, so these two beings basically come into their spaceship, not into, but on top of, and they're like, oh shit, they're fighting, like two different species fighting. And only a biologist would have known. They ain't fighting. I'll tell you that much.
And that's what they say. And I thought that was really interesting that they chose two different, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, I wonder why they did. I think probably just to make it more visually interesting, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they could have said the same thing if it was two of the double-headed centipede guys.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
okay, they're double-headed centipede guys.
Is it one or two?
Where reproduce? I don't know.
So are you saying that this guy has a cloaca?
They're bugs, so they have. How does that work? I don't know how insects make.
Me neither. Isaac's on a plane, so we can't even call him and ask him.
That's why you didn't respond to my text.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how eggs. They produce eggs, but do they? I don't know if they do penetrative. Snails do, but they're mollusks.
Yeah,
they're not
these
arthropods.
Guys.
Yeah. Which these guys are definitely like freaking arthropods.
Yeah, they're just big.
They're
guys.
just monstrous. Yeah.
In the first episode, when they see all the centipedes, and they see that like big glowing thing in the crater, like that they were being attracted to.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
It's like alien artifacts. So this is, they don't show this in the book, but it's a part of the book, is like basically the Grey Chris, the evil company, they found alien art, was that anthropological sites, which are off limits, like they're historical sites, so you cannot like mine. That's the whole premise, right? They can't now. They can't mine.
So that glowing stuff was just
it's like alien remnants. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's the reason they originally discover like this place, and they're like, oh shit, and then Grey Chris like realizes that they can't mine anymore. Yeah.
Interesting. My biggest worry going into the show was how they were going to do the set pieces and the CGI. And I think they did a really good job at the set pieces. They like built a few different versions of the spaceship that they used, and I thought all the interior stuff was really well done, and it was really fun to see the hippies turn their ship more and more hippie. Like it goes from the corporate, like Star Wars, just like very clinical,
plain,
nothing.
Yeah, and then they paint it.
They paint it. They're growing plants everywhere.
And I think also like their hopper, which is like their mini spaceship that they use to travel locally, I guess, it gets consistently like more and more dirty. Which I'm like, this is such an underrated thing of set design and also costume design. And this is where one of the many places that like, and show like the Netflix Avatar, The Last Airbender, the live action, went so wrong. It's like they're doing battles and they're like, pristine. Costumes are pristine. That does not happen here.
Yeah.
Like you can just see them getting like progressively dirtier and like grimier. Yeah. Which is how it would be, because this is like dusty.
I was obsessed with every single outfit that the hippies wore. I was like, I would wear that, and I would wear that, and I would wear that.
There was like there was several ponchos, so this does not surprise me in the least.
I own 3 ponchos.
Listen. I don't know what. Do you want me to be surprised? I'm not surprised.
No.
Try again. I was not interested in any, except for the pajamas they were wearing in the very last episode.
They all looked really cozy.
The pajamas?
All the clothes. They look like comfort.
No, you know those drug rugs like this.
Yeah.
They
I
all
don't love a
like
drug rug. I will say I don't love that part. Like
now that is shocking to me.
I don't like the texture.
Yeah, that's what all the clothes look like.
No, only
no.
I think it's Rati who has like essentially a modern version of a drug rug, and that one I wouldn't wear because it would be itchy.
They are so itchy. Why do stoners like them so much? I don't know. Aesthetics.
I don't know. Anyways,
stoners from like the
early aughts.
Early aughts.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I could see. I'm not surprised that you love the. I'm not surprised at all that you love the outfits, and you shouldn't be surprised that I didn't.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. No,
like no one's wearing black, and so
yeah.
What am I supposed to do here?
The part of the show that surprised me the most was how much I loved the Sanctuary Moon bits. And how they went full out.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yes.
So Sanctuary Moon is like his favorite program that he, like, the whole point is he broke his governor module, which is like the thing that tells him what to do and makes him follow orders. And now
so he can watch
TV. Relatable again. And then so in the book we just get like oh yeah, like this happened in this episode of Sanctuary Moon. In the show, they have a full cast that is just Sanctuary Moon. So they are TV show within TV show.
And it's a stacked cast, too.
They're all friends with Alexander. And, like, I don't know his real name. Kenneth from 30 Rock.
Oh, yeah.
The blonde. What's his name?
I have it.
They are, like, best friends. Like, Alexander has taken... Jack McBayer. Kenneth from 30 Rock, of course.
Yeah.
Like Alexander has taken Jack as his date to multiple award shows. They're like BFFs.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
They were next door neighbors, and they just like, isn't that?
That's so cute.
See, and that shit makes me think that the Skarsgårds are actually normal human beings because like that's just a normal human being thing to do. Is like.
the way the Skarsgårds do character acting, and I think Alex is a little bit different because his character acting is, I look like a human, but I'm a weird guy. In this case, Murderbot. In other cases, vampire or Tarzan.
Yeah.
Weird
And Tarzan
guy.
is the original weird guy.
Yes.
He thinks he's a freaking primate, dude. And not a human primate. Like, he thinks he's a chimpanzee or gorilla. How
According to the Disney one.
Yeah, and that's canon. That's the canon we're going with, obviously.
Anyways, but like the rest, like Bill and Stellan, I think when they do character acting, like they go like full throttle.
They're like, make me as ugly as you can.
Yes, and I
love
there's
that.
like a little bit of like relatableness and down to earthness, and like I don't give a fuck about what people think in a vanity way about me that you have to have in order to do that. You know, like you can't be that squid monster talking in a pirate accent without being like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm gonna wear these dots on my face.
Right. Or like
Yeah.
you're just like committed to your craft, which I appreciate.
Yeah, but and like I think, and I guess we could talk about Alexander in this, who plays the Murderbot. I think he was born for this role.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah.
I have always had an inkling that he is a weird guy. First of all, because look at the material.
Yeah.
But boy, is he great in this role. He plays it perfectly. I'm like, does Alexander Skarsgård have autism? Because that's the premise.
yeah.
Like it's not stated, but like that is the.
It's and Martha Wells, I was watching some interviews. She has an interview that she talks about how she's like, I didn't realize how non-neurotypical I was until I heard the response of people of neurodivergent people to my Murderbot series, and I was like, I was just writing from experience, and I was like, oh shit. So I thought, no, I think he does a great job, and he plays off the panic of not wanting attention so well.
So good.
And the panic of like, I'm pretending to do this, so
Without
therefore
saying anything.
Yes.
And how many times have I talked on this podcast about nonverbal acting?
Yes.
It's so good. Just his eyes. I was like, oh my God, that's happened to me before.
Yeah.
And comparing him to Garathan, who actually I didn't read as neurodivergent in the book, but he is obviously neurodivergent in the show.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I think
Because every time the hippies do something weird, he's like, which is my role in any group of weird people.
someone has to be the cringy
Yeah,
leader.
like, oh God, please don't do this.
I also thought the expansion of Garathan's character in the story was interesting because unless I missed it in the book, because let's be honest, did I read the book? I did. Do I remember it? No. Again, part of the clip, spoiler to the Patreon video, go watch it. But at one point, I turned to Isaac and I was like, there's a lot of like names and people and places in this book. I don't know any of them. And he's like, isn't that almost all books? And I was like,
Isn't
you got me there.
Isn't that almost all books?
Yeah.
This book has like characters and like setting, and I
can't
don't
keep track. Anyways, so Garathan's addicted to these crazy, like, high pain painkillers that the corporate was like, hey, what if we get you addicted to essentially like extreme opioids and then you owe us money forever?
Yeah.
And so, but he was able to escape that with the help, and he was a double spy at one point. He was able to escape that from Dr. Mensa, who like kind of got him off that planet and helped him get sober. But then he's in love with her.
That is correct. Yeah. He is obsessed with her. He is infatuated with her for sure.
Yeah.
But she's like, bruh.
Yeah.
You're not.
Like at one point he like smells her bed.
Yes, right.
And I
There's
thought
like a
when
point where
I saw
Murderbot's
that-
like, what is Garathan doing in Mensa's room?
And it was towards the beginning of the show, so I was like, are they gonna make him like a bad guy?
Yeah.
That's what I thought at first.
I mean, he's not a bad guy.
No, he's an antagonist.
He's an
of
antagonist
Murderbot.
of Murderbot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Like he's in the book also he's like leading the crusade against Murderbot.
Yeah.
Like being
evil or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But I thought the expansion of Garathan's character, like of all the crew members' characters, it was like very interesting to see how they expanded the whole like thruple thing. Just, I mean,
They were like, as soon as they introduced like Pinley is in love with Arata, and Arata's like wants to be with Rati, and Rati is obsessed with Pinley. I was like, yes, hilarious, because Rati, I'll tell you one thing, annoying. Gorgeous, beautiful, annoying. And I was like, this is never going to work because he is so annoying. And I was right. Was I right? I'm right about everything.
Okay. Rati was
Excuse me?
annoying, and obviously the humor in this throuple falling apart was on purpose, you know?
Absolutely.
And it wasn't like, at first when they introduced it, I was like, they're gonna make this a way bigger thing. But they didn't. They were
No, it was
like,
nothing.
it was very well balanced, and it was
And they
funny.
sign a contract and it was just like, obviously this isn't gonna work, but it is just another source of
just fun little bits.
I don't know.
I love
obviously these people barely know each other. They're not. It's not going to work out. Two of them are in a very committed relationship, and then Rati's an idiot. So, and he is a bit of an idiot.
He is definitely an idiot.
Yeah.
I loved how because his interaction with Murderbot is like, what if we became besties?
We're besties,
and he calls us Seki.
Because technically his name Murderbot is security unit.
Yeah.
Him calling it Seki, and then thinking oh my god, all the battle scenes that aren't just Murderbot alone, that are the group, are so funny. That's a time that you don't think it would be funny, but it is very funny because the scientists are trying to help.
Yeah.
And they are not help.
No.
They do not help.
They just hit each other instead, or the Murderbot.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought that was, very well done. It wasn't over the top.
I think it's just so accurate. I'm like, who talked to scientists? Sorry, I'm a scientist. I can say this. I think it is exactly how scientists would act in this exact situation. I'm glad
you brought up that point and not me, as someone who is around a lot of scientists.
Well, you've been around them, and you see how frustrated I get. Game night, and we go, you know exactly what I'm going to say. She's laughing. And we do the rules, and then everybody has 1,000 fucking questions to ask, as if playing the game won't be more helpful. And every time, how many times have you heard me say those very words sitting at this very table playing a board game where I'm like, let's just play the games, group of scientists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Not surprising in the least that they would, one, think very highly of their skills outside of science. They're probably amazing scientists. I don't know. I don't know their degrees.
I mean, they're with the president. Yeah. They're not going to put dummies with the president.
That's right. That's true. They're very good scientists, but again, they have no awareness of their combat readiness. They've taken, it's like, Janessa and I have both taken a hunter safety course, and us being like, we're ready to go. No, honey.
I know, I will not do it.
We know. Yes, absolutely. This is classic scientist.
I was trying to look and see.
Thinking you're good at everything when you are good at one very specific thing, depending on how far up the chain you are.
Very true. The writers and showrunners, Paul and Chris Weitz, I was looking to see if they had a science tie-in. They've been in the movie industry forever. And their spouses don't have a Wikipedia, so I can't.
They must have
figure that out.
Consulted or something, or maybe they've
Martha
just.
Wells was very integral to this show, and she
because she's a sci-fi writer, she has other sci-fi books.
Yeah,
so she
But no, as someone who spends a lot of time with scientists, this is a very accurate depiction of how they would act. But it's also interesting because the hippie aspect, because. I obviously know some hippie scientists.
And these are all field biologists, this is very normal. This is not surprising that we have this demographic,
it's so funny and so good. And I don't know. I had a great time watching the show.
I ate that shit up. I loved it.
I was nervous about the voiceover because the book is told in first person from the Murderbot's POV. I was really worried because voiceover, obviously everyone knows voiceover can get way too much.
Yeah, right.
But I think they did a good amount of exposition trying to get the plot to go, because again, the
Yeah.
plot's barely there. They added stuff and it's still barely there.
Right.
But that's the book. Like they couldn't.
I thought,
do anything.
I thought one thing they did that I really liked, and we talked already about how they added in the Sanctuary Moon, like actual scenes,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they do a really good job of showing how that like impacts
Connects.
how it connects
Yes.
to his like how he interacts with human,
Mhm.
where he's like literally pulling dialogue
Mm-hmm.
from the where you find out like when like that first scene where Bardwaj is eaten almost, and then the other, I think it's Rada,
Mhm.
is in shock, and he's like asking her questions.
Yeah.
In the book, it's just like, oh, I just thought to do that, but in the movie or in the show, they're like, oh no, it's a literal scene from Sanctuary Moon,
Mhm.
and like I think that is just
Yeah, it's him learning how to be
mirroring-
human.
Yeah, it's mirroring like human interaction
Yeah.
through, you know,
it's
educational materials in
yeah.
the form of trash.
I mean, it's
That's
also
how I
funny because
form.
like a lot of people when they're learning languages say go watch a soap opera in that, like if you want to learn Spanish, watch a telenovela.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the similar thing here. It's like if you want to learn how to be human, go watch the soap operas because it's the most dialed up emotional part.
Right.
And I thought it was so well done and over the top. The voiceovers had all the little snarky bits, which with the deadpan face of Alexander was like perfect.
Good.
And like his motive to not, you know, be destroyed in acid is like very understandable and referenced all the time, which I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
I would also
Right.
do what you're doing to not be burnt in acid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But there is times where he's like, oh God, maybe I
maybe I had to.
would I rather than have to talk to this person? Yeah.
In the beginning, we see how the Murderbots are made, and I thought that was fun and disgusting.
Okay, there is a lot of gross, like,
Yes.
there's quite a few gross where I was like watching, like, like when she cuts out the nerve cord.
Yep.
I was
Oh,
like,
I literally was not looking.
Yeah.
I covered my eyes for that whole scene.
It's really gross.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah. What were we talking about? Sorry.
How the
so
Murderbots are
overwhelmed.
created, because we
Oh
like
yeah, and
we
why they each
kind-
have different faces.
Yeah, and it made more sense, and it was really creepy to see that one guy see his face in a different Murderbot. He's like, oh, but it makes sense that these, you know, indentured workers are like, okay, we're gonna take your likeness and make it a Murderbot, which is like, hey, it's almost like the thing we're dealing with now with AI taking our faces. It's just, it was well done, and I don't think there was that much in the book about that because
yeah,
it's such a short book.
right.
But I think there is like the roots of that idea is for sure in the book. And I thought that was a great way to kind of expand it and like
Yeah.
show how desperate the people outside this goofy little group are in this world.
And I also think going on that, to another like example of that is Labibi, who's an introduced, who's a character that's just in the show, and she's a member of Grey Chris, which is the evil company that's
Yeah.
trying to kill them all. But they don't know that. They think she's a part of Deltfall, which is the
one that got killed.
the other one that they know is on
Yeah.
the planet. And yeah, it's like she is desperate. Like she is cuckoo crazy, desperate, and will do anything to get money, or we don't know her motivations
Yeah.
really, but
Yeah.
assuming to mine on this company and get money.
Yeah, I thought when they introduced Labibi, because she's not in the book,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I think this is a smart way to include the rest of the crew members that are not with Murderbot. Because whenever in the book, whenever they're not with Murderbot and
We
he's
don't
not
know,
spying
yeah.
them, we don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a smart way, and you know, to keep other side plots going. But also, I was like, okay, it's obvious she's gonna betray them because, like, guys. But
Seriously.
like, come on. But I thought it was a smart way to show how trusting these hippie scientists are versus the Murderbot, where the Murderbot's like, no, we
Wait,
shouldn't.
they hired her to do laundry? They brought somebody on this space travel to do their laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And him and Garothan are both like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody else is like, no. She's like, oh, she's so in shock and everything.
And I think it's interesting too, her character, like obviously she has like nefarious plans to like betray them, but also she plays like she's obviously off her rocker in general, but then she's like, what if I like even act like she does a really good job of like manipulating them
Yeah,
in the grossest way.
hypersexualizes Murderbot.
Yeah, she's like talking about his pee-pee, literally using that
she
phrase.
uses the word
Labibi uses pee-pee.
Yeah, that's. Can you believe it, folks?
But like I thought that was a smart way to make her like everyone's like, okay, we don't need to take anything of her seriously, which is what you got to do if you want to infiltrate someone.
Absolutely.
Is you got to like other yourself. You either have to be like under the radar, no one looks at you, or you have to be the opposite, so people don't believe you, and that way you get in.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Survivor.
Absolutely.
This is how you do it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Those are the two people who get to the final jury.
And they usually work together. And so, anyways.
That's right.
But I thought it was...
And nobody notices.
Yeah.
Or nobody believes them. There you go.
But I thought adding her was a smart decision. I also am glad that she gets killed off when she did. 1, it was surprising. 2, it was gross. And 3, I was like, good. She's done.
Right. It wasn't like she didn't make it with them and like she was gone. It was good. It was fine.
Yeah.
And it's like another thing that causes contention among the crew is because Murderbot, like she has 2, 3 people, 4 people, I can't remember.
Yeah.
She has them held at gunpoint, and Murderbot comes in and explodes her head off of her body. And they're all like, why would you do that? And again, it's like, you guys,
she was going to kill us all.
She had a gun to someone's head. Yeah, right. She was good. Yeah. It just... God, they really nailed scientists.
And it's just funny because this group was so anti the idea of a murder bot, which like I also understand in like they're essentially like slaves.
His name is Murderbot. We should just clarify. That's what he calls himself.
Yeah.
But they're against security units or like androids. Basically.
Yes. And I think it's so interesting because they're also this is the group of people who need one
the most
because they don't have any training, as we see over and over.
And that's why the company wouldn't insure them without one.
Yes.
You know what?
And it's like I understand where you're coming from morally and ethically. But also
realistically.
But realistically, you guys need some sort of protection. Otherwise, you guys would be dead the second day you're there.
Absolutely. One of you would have been eaten. Probably both of them, right?
Yeah.
2
heads.
2 heads. No, that's right.
The ending in Murderbot TV show. So they get off the planet. Like all of that kind of follows the book plot.
Yeah.
Another thing that I liked is the flashbacks of this crew, like before. And how they like connect and they're what's the phrase they say? We can talk about it. Is that what they repeat?
Oh my god! Or yeah, like let's talk it out. Or no, I think it is. We can talk about it.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it. Which I was like in my head.
This is my nightmare. Literally, I was like, "This is my nightmare."
Yeah.
No.
This is Montessori baloney.
I'm fine with talking things out, but we don't
Not
need
chanting
to like or like that game. That game they play at the dinner, the bittersweet game. Is it a game if it's not fun in any way? And it's
I don't think it's a game. I think it's supposed to be like a team bonding. Which, like, if I'm going to space, I would want the folks I'm with to be trustworthy.
Okay, but can we do like an icebreaker or something? God,
but the bittersweet thing. I was like, part of me, I was like, I want to know everyone's tea. So I also want to participate. I don't want to
share anything.
But I don't want to share.
No,
I just want to know everyone
I want to be
else's.
at the table next to them.
Yes. And everyone was shushing them for being
I'm
loud.
Like,
I was like, no.
Okay, yeah, you incurious freaks. Look at these weirdos.
Yeah.
I want to hear everything they're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, you're telling me there's no social media that you can post this to and go viral? Lies. Lies. Picture and then every conversation they have. That's what you do.
So the ending when they're like trying to incorporate Murderbot into like their like social group and like Dr. Mensah's like, you can come with us. And I thought it was really like it's essentially this again, the same ending. Like they're as the book. But I thought the way they played it out is like I was almost convinced that he was gonna go with them here. Where in the book I kind of was like, no, he's not going to. But there's such a deeper connection here that we actually see.
Yeah.
And they even pointed out, it's like, and that's why even like, he's like, I'm sad, even like, I can't go with you, even if you're my favorite human or something like that. Like, he says that.
Yeah.
And
like, yeah, the note he leaves Mensah, which I like that they ended on that too. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, nobody's going to like tell me what to do, even somebody who I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was well done. And I enjoyed that.
Yes. The second book, there's a lot of like cute robot friends, and I was kind of hoping at the
robot friends, like actual robot friends.
Well, they're like the sentient part of the cargo ships and stuff like that. He talks about it a little bit when he, at the very end of the last episode, where he's like, oh, I pinged a cargo ship bot and it allowed me on if I shared media. And he does that a lot with like, you know, the more mechanical, computerized.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to hear the voice of a little guy.
I forgot another thing the show was able to do well was to show how people mistreat the Murderbots in way more detail. It was
First
gross.
episode. Yeah. They like are burning.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, yes.
Do we find out if he actually like hurt those folks at the mine? Like, do we find that out?
Eventually.
Not in this. Okay.
Not in this
I couldn't remember if like they came to a conclusion in this.
It's much clearer. I think it's book 3, maybe, where he actually goes back to the mine and tries to find information.
Interesting.
But yeah, he does. That's why he was like wiped, basically.
Yeah.
Like that's spoilers, I guess.
Yeah.
Like obviously he really did it, but like he does kill all those people, and like so he gets a memory wipe, and this is kind of like he was accidentally in that's another part of they're like, hey, what's that jacked up security unit?
Yeah.
We want that one. It looks the cheapest.
Yeah.
That's why he was kind of like accidentally in the lineup of security units for the hippies to buy, and like so kind of his last chance sort of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it.
Loved it.
I don't have any fun facts because TV shows that are brand new don't have
Fun
much.
fact, it's already renewed for a second season.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
I think this month it got renewed.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Good.
I
Get
know,
that Apple TV.
It's worth it. Love it. Watch it. You should really watch it. It's worth
good.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a week free subscription to Apple TV Plus. You could watch this in a day. And then you could go watch Severance, and then you could go watch
Ted Lasso,
and then you could go watch Shrinking, another great show.
Thank you for listening, and make sure you check out the Patreon so you can listen to our Skarsgårds ranking.
Yeah,
all the gossip
which
of
is
Skarsgårds.
perfect except for a couple.
It's not our fault. It's the world's fault, and the world being the wheel and the order the wheel gave us the names.
That's right.
Anyways. Check out the Patreon. It's linked below. Follow us on Instagram at Read the Book First Podcast. If you're listening to this episode as it is being released, the week it's being released, I'm taking a couple weeks off before the next episode, but check out our Instagram for future schedules and future episodes. Make sure you rate us on your preferred platform.
5 stars.
5 stars
only.
If it's not 5 stars, don't worry
Not interested.
about it.
Not interested in your opinion.
No.
If it's not 5 stars.
Yes. Thanks for listening, and remember,
Read the book first.